Hey you guys, time to geek around on today's Mijonju show. We have today an SX70 underwater housing by Ikelite. I know it's funny, but let's talk about it. Anyway, Ikelite is a camera housing company from the States and still operating up till today. This housing was made around the 70s, the 80s, well, definitely rare. Okay, if you guys know how many actually went into production, please leave a comment and share the information with all our dear camera-loving people. We have Tadokoro-san. We've probably met him many times on my Mijonju show. He's the store manager of Kawasaki's Sweet Road. You know, amazing cameras and everything. He'll explain a little bit about this camera. Tadokoro-san got this from a customer who was a professional underwater photographer, and he used it. He actually used it in the 70s, and I kept saying like, who would need it? But well, someone needed it. And it was for a project for a magazine shot, and it needed instant photos for some reason. But anyway, this camera goes underwater to around 20 to 35 meters. That's what it says. And well, the flash didn't come with it, but there's a socket, and the socket actually triggers the flash underwater. But we're not gonna connect it today, because you know when you connect the flash trigger onto the SX70, the SX70 is just gonna be on flash priority mode, and then you know the photos won't come out properly. Anyway, so let's look at the finder. I actually looked at the finder, and imagine if you have like your goggles and your octo diving regulator, the thing you put in your mouth, or a snorkel. It would be really hard to see. I looked into it. I stuck my eye like right in front of the finder. It was quite viewable, but with all that other gears, you know, your goggles, your snorkel and everything, it would be pretty hard to see. But then again, the strobe fires and your depth of field should be compensated by the smaller aperture, so it's fine. From the user's perspective, the right knob is for focusing and the left knob is for changing the EV menu. And here's the shutter. You do this. And after experimenting it with this housing in the SX70, it seems like you can only take 3 shots. I don't know about the old 600 films, but for Impossible Project films, maybe it's a little bit too fat. I mean, we can't really blame the housing company for not making a bigger front, you know, for the film holder. I guess it worked perfectly back then, but then, well, the Impossible films might be a bit too thick. So imagine, you know, like now if you actually want to use this housing, you have to go underwater, take 3 shots, and then go back up, take the photos out, and then go back underwater. But I can actually imagine the real world usage of this housing. I took a photo, and the shutter sound, comparing it to it without the housing, the mirror slapping and the motor running, it's pretty quiet. I think that's how people should actually use this. It would be great in concerts, performance hall, or you know, stills for movies or TV dramas where sound cannot be emitted. You know, the video shoot, maybe some actor has dialogue, or if you're on stage, or maybe a piano concerto, like you know, it has to be quiet. Well, but in the end, none of this actually matters because this housing is rare. I don't think anyone would actually put this into practical use in the coming years anyway. Thanks for geeking out with me on today's Mijonju show. I'll see you all really soon. Ciao.
ダメだ。あ、ごめん。
それでいいや。
もう一回やろうか。でも3枚。
3枚。
3枚。
これもマックスでしょ。多分。
いけるかな。
挑戦する？
あ、ダメだ。
ね。
もう一回やり直そうか。
いや、大丈夫。